Hello and welcome to the Sound Live. Isyana Sarasvati and Deadsquad. So Deadsquad has been in the comments many times. So I decided to do the Deadsquad performance of Il Sogno because that is one that Kyle reacted to with me from the album music video version. And so since Kyle's familiar with it, a lot of these comments were on that video, but some of these were on other Isyana videos saying, check it with Deadsquad. Show Eve. Check it with Deadsquad. Show Kyle. Check it with Deadsquad. Show Jen. Right, seriously, especially the most was show Eve. Show Eve Deadsquad. Eve will love Deadsquad. Nice. So it's like, okay, all right, why not? And I think it'll be cool because, like, although death metal is not my favorite genre, Isyana Sarasvati seems to be just incredibly, impeccably talented, and like her ability to make the music sound incredible has been just like second to none so far.
These types of collaborations can really go two ways. It's either really a really good mix of the two genres, or it's complete trash.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it just doesn't work, and I mean, like, there's no real getting around that. It's just it's a hit or a miss.
Everybody hit that like button. We're going to mash the play button, but I need you to mash that like button, subscribe to each of our channels, share the stream out so we can get lots more people in here. And so without further ado, Musicians Panel reacts to Isyana Sarasvati and Deadsquad, Il Sogno, performance at IDGAF 2021. Here we go!
Question every second when I'm dreaming, I feel it alone. Il sogno, climbing to the top of Himalaya, I need to serve all of the scenes they keep on playing, running around in never-ending ocean. Is it a sign of sun is coming, either a gift or a
was cool. Okay, Eve. I have to say, I think that was on the good side of the collabs, not on the bad side. It didn't sound all that much different. It was a little heavier, and it had the guy that was screaming like 2 or 3 octaves below she was singing. But like I had predicted, the mix was impeccable. The sound was great, and it did have a little tiny little section of the blast beat, but it wasn't that long, and so it wasn't long enough to get on my nerves. I noticed it, but it was cool. I don't know. I think that was a success. I really liked it. She's just so talented.
I caught some in the riffing. I caught some oddly Morbid Angel-ish vibes. I don't know. Maybe it was the guitar tone too, and the way the guy was drumming. But yeah, it was like old school Morbid Angel, and then it went prog metal, and obviously the opera influence. But yeah, it was good. I mean, I'm surprised that they shoved that much into 3.5 minutes.
Yeah. That didn't feel like 3.5 minutes, you know what I mean? Like the amount of variance through that song, and like all the different breakdowns and little operatic sections, and her piano playing, it's just exceptional. There's just something about that sound of a gorgeous opera voice over metal. That deep, powerful opera sounding voice, over the metal.
Yeah.
I love it, man. And she's so good at that. Just soaring over.
Like Eve mentioned the guitar. I really was interested when the guitar and drums, when the band kicked in. Seeing a singer from that band, not hearing them, I was like, oh, the bruh's looking like Fred Durst up in there with the bucket hat. It was kind of, I didn't know what to expect. And he came in with the appropriately growly death metal vocals. I thought it was cool. I was really distracted looking at their gear because a lot of their gear was very, very high end. And I know people like talking like about a Leap's guitar. Oh, he uses the cheapest guitar possible. He doesn't. Or like Josephine Alexandria.
Yeah.
And like, those Kemper modeling amplifiers and the tone that they're getting. And then the production, I was very curious where they were. Cause I did a quick look and couldn't find anything for the IGAF 2021 or whatever. But yeah, the sound was amazing. I figured with Sarasvati's performance videos like that it would be stellar. So I mean that it was right on par, with everything else. So the other aspects I was interested in, I liked how the band was almost set up in a way visually where it was almost like they weren't acknowledging she was there. And that was very purposeful placement. It was like 2 different things going on, but that brought the sonic point of bringing them together, in the mix and everything and how it sounded. I thought that was a really cool artistic arrangement visually, for the camera of how all the musicians were set up. That was cool.
I loved it. Oh my God, her piano playing. Like as a pianist, I was just watching her fingers just go, and I love the bounciness, in some of the parts. And then the guy's raspy voice, that was cool. Like, and I just wondered, does that hurt your voice, or does he sing like with the training you did, Matthew?
It depends on how you do it.
Yeah, I was wondering that because like I just thought it was awesome. I mean, I loved the whole thing because it was just like a mix of everything, and it was so cool.
Yeah. Let's just talk real quick, Kyle, about how it was different from the original Isyana Sarasvati single version. Like I said, I felt like it was just a little bit heavier, and it had the additional vocalist doing the deep vocals. But other than that, I mean, like compositionally, I felt like it was exactly the same. What do you think?
Yeah. I was thinking, didn't the original have like a little, like instead of the piano is a little bit more like EDM kind of synth sound and then went into the riffage? I was trying to remember it exactly, and it seemed, because I remember when we watched that was the point of contrast. You have something that's like, oh, this is kind of pop, and then it's like, oh, it's totally not pop,
right.
And that was a really cool.
Guitars came in a little later.
Yeah.
In the arrangement.
Yeah, I liked, comparing to the original, it was, of course, seeing the people actually perform is cool and different.
Yeah.
But the points of contrast, between the piano and the band, and the band working together in concert, to add some like juxtaposition between her singing and the piano. And when it brought them together, I really, really like the attitude of the mix engineer, not having her voice sit on top of the mix like it did at the beginning, bringing her voice down, like, you know, which is often the case in metal, and have it really be at that same level where it's you're fighting against everything in the band to get that growl or that melody or whatever you're vocally delivering to be heard. And that was really cool. I thought that came across pretty well.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that's like
neat.
a trademark of like opera musical theater. Like that's kind of ultimately where belting came from, is because right, there was no microphones, and so
Right.
you wanted to be heard. You had to be loud, and not just loud, but you had to have a distinct characteristic voice that would project far away from you, and that's done largely with the pharyngeal voice to make your voice sort of ping like a trumpet. You know what I mean? And that really helps it to carry. No matter how much of that she would deliver, she still keeps that beautiful breathy and roundness. Please mash the like button. Do me a favor, subscribe to each of our channels, Jennifer's music page, Evelyn Holland, and Kyle Walz. Get your music lessons at MatthewsMusicLessonStudio.com, where you get to record the lessons and keep them forever. And of course, remember, Patreon.com/MatthewsMusicLessonStudio for a weekly bonus video. This is happening like crazy, popping out all kinds of cool stuff. It's all kinds of cool bonus videos. You only get to see previews on YouTube, so make sure you pitch in $1 a month and you get these videos every week. LibrariPay.com, the nonprofit, Matthews Music. You can support me right now, help me reach my funding goal, so that I can do things like pay Zoom, so we don't have to keep doing these damn roulettes and stuff. That's how you help me. LibrariPay.com. Even $1 a week would be incredibly helpful. BuyMeACoffee.com. You don't have to commit. Just buy me a flipping coffee right now. You can super chat. We've double checked. It is working. Super chats were not working for a period of time, but they're working now. Super chat, jump the line. And of course, Venmo at Matthews Music. You can also send me a tip there. I'll see you all next time on the Sound
Thank you.
Live.